Three Bridges, Waldcombe, Haywards Heath, Opalsfield, Burgess Hill, Essex, Preston Park and Brighton. Customers for London Road.
I am in London. I'm so excited. I'm finally here. It's like some vibey music playing in the background because that's what I was greeted to when I walked into my hotel room. Guys, I'm on my very first international solo trip and I cannot wait to vlog. I have been looking forward to this literally all summer and I'm just like so excited to be here. Let me turn this music off though. BBC Radio, classical music. Like I said, I'm on my first international solo trip. I've done a lot of solo trips within the United States, like New York, LA, San Francisco, but I haven't done a solo trip internationally. And I am in Europe for 3 weeks. Every single week I will be in a new country. I'm so excited. The reason why I'm here, honestly, is because my friend is getting married in Italy next week. And I thought if I am already in Europe, I might as well just like make a little work trip out of it. And by work trip, I mean just act like I'm living here and do work while I'm in London. After Italy, I'm actually going to France and my friend is going to meet me, my friend Julie, and we're doing south of France and we're doing a bunch of day trips and it's going to be so much fun. For London, I'm completely by myself, and in Italy, I'm gonna be traveling by myself, but I do obviously know the bride and everything like that, but like I don't have a +1 for the wedding, so I am just like solo. This London trip is totally solo. I was actually supposed to come on Tuesday and leave Sunday, and I was just like so ready to be here that literally last night I changed my flight to leave. I guess now it's 2 days ago. I don't know. My time is all messed up because I just took an overnight flight, but on Friday night I decided I wanted to come to London earlier, so I changed my flight for Saturday, and then here I am in London, and I'm so happy because I actually feel like I can get like kind of like used to the time change if I'm here on a Sunday versus like diving straight into work. Like if I were to have come on Tuesday, I would have felt like I needed to start working right away, and now I feel like I can explore, I can get used to the time change, I can grab a coffee, I can grab food. Like I'm just so excited. I'm staying in Shoreditch, which I've never even been to this part of London before, but I'm a member of Soho House and they do discounts on hotels and they have like Soho houses here, so I just found the cheapest Soho House hotel that I could stay at, and it was this one that was like in London, so that is why I'm staying here. It's honestly such a cute hotel, and this area is very like hipstery, like it feels very cool, and it also feels like it's like mainly locals. But I am so tired, but I don't want to sleep because I want to get used to the time change. Friday night when I decided to change my flight, I only slept for 4.5 hours. I like didn't get any sleep. The next morning I had a 10K. So Saturday morning I had a 10K, finished it with my goal pace. I wanted like 9:50 and I did 9:42, and this was my first like race that I've ever done, and it wasn't even like a legit race, you know, but like I consider it that. Like it was like a non-scored race. It was very like not competitive. And then that later that night, like on Saturday, my flight left at 8 p.m. for London, and now here I am. I literally picked up my vlog camera within the first second of coming into this hotel, and I just took the train from the hotel all the way here. Walk in and you see the bathroom, and then you have like the bed and everything to the right. So the bathroom is so nice. I hate tiny hotel bathrooms, and this one did not disappoint. It is so cute. I love it, and the shower is so pretty. Like, oh, this is so nice. They have umbrellas for you. I love the hardwood floor too. Like when hotels have hardwood, it's immediately like I just feel like I'm at home. And the bed, it just feels like very homey, which I love. Like I love hotels that don't feel like a hotel. It feels like a bedroom, and this is the vibe for this. And Soho House always does like a really good job at that. But yeah, I'm so excited. I also am changing rooms though on Tuesday, since I did book this literally last night. They only have this one for the next 2 days, and then I'm switching to a bigger room, which wasn't even intentional. Like I wouldn't mind staying here, but I guess when I booked a bigger room for the rest of the nights, so I will be switching. I did my skincare. I always do like a face mask on the plane and then like the eye mask, so I actually don't feel super gross in terms of like what I look like, which is good. But I'm gonna shower and then I need to get some food. That's the first plan. I love a hotel robe, and this one is so cozy. Oh my gosh, I like love this hotel. When hotels are cozy and homey, I just become obsessed. So I'm gonna get ready for the day and then get some breakfast, but like I don't want to leave this robe. That's the danger about nice hotels though, is that I tend to not want to leave, and then I'm like, wait. No, I need to get out. You guys are in a very compromising position right now, so I hope you don't fall. But I wanted to just explain kind of like why I'm here, what I'm doing here. So I have no itinerary. I don't have any reservations. I have a couple plans that I've already made, like people that I know that live here. That's one thing I love about just like the internet, is that you get to meet so many people all over the world. Like I feel like no matter what city I go to, I have someone there that I could meet up with, and it's just really nice. And I'm not even talking about like social media. Like honestly, a few of the people that I will meet with are from social media, but a lot of them it's also just from like LinkedIn, like founder connections, like things like that too. It's just like the internet brings people together. I'm meeting with a few people, but I really want to explore on my own, work here, act like as if I'm like living here, because I don't know if this is actually going to happen, but part of me just feels like I have this like draw to Europe, and I want to live here one day. Like not necessarily London, even though I would love to live in London, but I just want to move somewhere in Europe one day, even if it's for like a temporary amount of time. Like I don't picture myself like living here forever, but I just really like it here. And I am European as well, so I'm in the process of getting my European citizenship, which would make it easier. I also went on Hinge, and I am not someone that like, I don't like hook up with random people. I don't like to like have a pen pal and just like text all the time or anything like that. Also, before people are like, wait, don't just go on a dating app and like waste people's time, I am not anti-long distance. Like if I met someone that was amazing and they happened to live in London, I would 100% like try to make that work. Like I am not against long distance at all, so you never know. I could meet my husband here. I had a guy message me and set a date for Tuesday night. It's currently Sunday, but he hasn't followed up, and I don't know what like dating culture is like here. Like is it the same as the United States? Like I have no idea what the rules and expectations are here compared to in the US. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just excited. I'm up for the adventure, and I am taking you guys along the entire journey. Oh, I also, sorry, I have toothpaste in my mouth. I also want to be just more like inviting, like talk to strangers and put myself out of my comfort zone. Like this trip is my eat, pray, love, but Europe version. Time to explore. Hello guys, this is kind of an awkward camera angle. I went to get coffee, I sat at a cafe, I walked through the cutest flower market. I'm so glad I came here on a Sunday because the flower market was so cute. I was tempted to buy flowers just to keep in my hotel room for the week, but I decided against it. I did not need it. It was just so freaking pretty. The cafe that I went to, I was just sitting by myself, minding my business, and there was a cute guy there, and then he came up to me and asked me out. I'm also wearing long sleeve because I thought it was cold, and I'm so sweaty, and I have the worst sweat stains underneath my armpits, and it's really embarrassing. Pass by a shop, I'm gonna buy like a cute tank top or something. Good morning. It is the next day, and I could not sleep last night. I had like the worst night's sleep. I mean, I finally did end up getting sleep, but I went to bed at 9 p.m. and then I slept for 2 hours. I woke up at 11 p.m. thinking like there's no way this is the next day. Like I don't feel fully rested and it's not light outside, so it must be 11 p.m. on a Sunday. And it was. So I only slept for 2 hours. Then I was awake and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try to fall asleep. Could not fall asleep. I took a ZQuil because I was like, okay, maybe that will help me fall asleep. Nope, I was up from 11 to like 2 a.m. I put an hour long like sleep story to help me fall asleep. Nothing. I started counting in my head, like, you know, when they tell you to count sheep, like literally could not fall asleep. And so I just was like, okay, whatever, I guess I'm just not sleeping. And then I finally ended up falling asleep probably around like 2:30. And then I woke up at 9 a.m. over here because I need to get get ready for the day. And I wanted to get ready. I honestly wanted to wake up at 7:30, but I was like, I felt like I was getting sick just from my lack of sleep. Not because I actually was sick, but I was like, I can feel my immune system just like decreasing. So I'm gonna give my body what it needs, which is rest. And so I slept until 11, and then now I got ready for the day, and I have a little date that I'm gonna go on. So anyways, this one guy from Hinge asked me to get drinks tomorrow night, but then he texted me and he was like, hey, I actually have the day off today. If you want, we can get coffee and go on a walk, or we can still do like Tuesday night. But I was like, honestly, I'd rather just like go coffee and a walk, because I'm gonna be working East Coast hours for the most part while I'm here, and so I'll have like my mornings to myself, and then the afternoons I can like do work. So it actually ended up working out. I mean, if it's amazing, maybe it'll go to like 2, but I feel like it'll be like 2 hours or something. That's like typically how long dates are, but I'll keep you guys posted with how it is. He seems really nice, so that's good. And I like the outfit that I'm wearing. Like I said, I didn't pack that well for like cold weather, and it's just been like weird. Like yesterday I had like sweat stains because I was like so sweaty when I was in the sun, but then when I wasn't in the sun I was freezing. So it's just like a weird temperature here. I'll show you guys my outfit. I have this top from Reformation. It's like a see-through top, but it's not like really see-through. Like you can't actually see through it, but it's that like mesh look. I really like this top. I think it's really fun and flirty. And then I have my jeans. These are just Levi's. And then I have my red little ballet flats. I am scared that these shoes are going to hurt though, especially because after my 10K, I felt like I had like a blister on my toes. So that's not good, but it is what it is. Also, we're meeting at a place that I've never been, but I really wanted to go. It's called Hampstead Heath. I think I'm saying it right. I've never been there before, but it's always been on my list of places to go. So it's pretty far from where I am though. It's gonna take me an hour to get, or 55 minutes by train. I could Uber and it would be 30 minutes, but honestly, I don't really want to pay money for Uber. So I'm gonna take the train and go. And I never know, are like British people pretty punctual? I feel like the Miami in me is like, okay, show up like slightly later, you know, I don't want to be the first one there, but whatever, I'm just gonna leave. All right, I'm gonna head out. Just got back to my hotel and I'm now working. I pushed my meetings today. You guys, of course, it was a good date. Of course I liked him because he lives in London. Like, won't go on a date with a guy that I like in Miami. No. It has to be over the sea, over the pond. It was honestly so much fun. We were together for 11 to like 3:30. So 4.5 hours, pretty long date. We went to get coffee, then we went on a walk, and then we went to a pub and then got lunch. It was honestly great and felt very comfortable. And I just love learning about like the way like people have grown up and the differences between different countries and cultures, and it was a lot of fun. And now I'm back to reality and I have to work. I'm just working out of my hotel because it's already 4:30 and the Soho House here closes like laptop hours at 6 p.m. So I'm gonna be working for quite some time, and I'm just gonna camp out here. I got a coffee though, so funny because I now drink whole milk or just like regular milk, and they didn't even have that. They were like, oh, do you need oat? And I was like, no, whole. And they're like, oh, I don't think we have that. They just had alternative milks. Cheers. Alexa, play London Boy. I wanted to thank today's sponsor, which is Squarespace. Squarespace is by far the easiest way to build a website, and anytime a friend asks me what should I build my website on, I always recommend Squarespace because they seriously have templates and customizable templates for anything that you want. For the sake of this video, let's say you're into travel and you want to start a travel blog, they have specific templates for that, but honestly you can use any, and as you can see, they're all super customizable. They also have AI that helps you design your website, but you don't need to be a designer, you don't need to be a developer. It's never been easier to create a website for your business, and Squarespace is the place to do it. If you want to get 10% off your purchase, you can use my code Natalie Barbu or go to squarespace.com/Natalie Barbu. out there and do some work. And then it's always so hard for me to cross the street here because I tend to look the direction that like we cross the street in America, but they drive on the opposite side, so it's just a little difficult. But anyways, I have a second date tonight with the guy from yesterday, so I will keep you guys posted with how that goes. But right now I just got a coffee. I was not feeling good this morning with my stomach, and now I am headed to just do some work. But I really like East London. It feels like a very local, cool vibe. I just checked into my new hotel room, so like I said, I extended my trip and I ended up coming earlier, so I had to change rooms because they didn't have this room available for the entire stay. So it's a little bit bigger, even though the other one had a chair that had a back. So I do wish that this one did too. This one just has like a little stool at the desk, but it's such a nice hotel room. I'll give you like a little mini tour. You have the bathroom over here. The bathroom is the same size or like maybe a little bigger, but it's very, very homey again. And then the room itself is just a little bit bigger. Like I have way more room over here to walk and to put my stuff, but it's still the same like cozy vibe. And then instead of having like all of the alcohol hidden, it's just right there. And you have this little nook over here where I have been working for a little bit. And I have a call in a minute. I will say it's less natural light because this is like a little garden, I guess, where you can see into other rooms, but it's still so cute and cozy. I love the interior design of it all. They moved my bags, so all my bags are right here. I am so stupid. I left my euros that I took out and my passport in the safe in the other room, and thank God housekeeping brought it over to me. That was very nice of them. Anyways, I have a call in 1 minute, so I'm gonna take that, and I think I'm gonna log off for the day around 6:15 and then head over to my next date. Good morning. It is the next day and I am tired. I have been getting no sleep this trip because I've been waking up late, but like not late enough where it's enough hours, and I've been going to bed super late. Like I didn't go to bed until 2:30 a.m. last night, so I feel like I'm not fully adjusted to the time change yet, which hopefully that changes soon. But anyways, I went on my little date last night. So we went to Primrose Hill. It's where they shot some scenes of the show One Day, which is such a good show. Highly recommend if you want a really good show and you also want to be depressed and cry your eyes out at the end. It was so cool because I remember seeing it from that show and it was so nice. So I had a little picnic there, and now I am headed to get some breakfast. I woke up super late. It's already 10 a.m. I woke up at like 9:15, and my Oura ring is yelling at me because I haven't been getting good sleep. So I feel good now, but I have a lot of work to do today. Like I have a lot of calls, and my last call isn't until 9 p.m. because it's from the West Coast, so it's 1 p.m. their time, 9 p.m. London time. But I'm just gonna go and get some breakfast first, and then I just have so much to do. I'm kind of stressed. I feel like I'm gonna spend the whole entire day at the hotel today. Good morning, everyone. I so wish that I was in my other hotel room, even though the room was smaller, because the lighting was so good. Like, this room is so dark. I have to keep all the lights on all the time because there's like no natural light. I'm standing in front of the window right now, but because it's this little like nook, I get like no light. Anyways, I just got ready for the day. I feel like I kind of did my makeup a little intense today. At least that's what it looks like it. Again, the lighting here is so bad, so like I don't know what I look like fully. I'm gonna have to see what I look like outside. Take some eyeliner off. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a lot. I am going to the pharmacy because I have the world's worst blisters from the very first day. I wore these flats, and it was when I was on my date and I didn't want to like complain or, you know, like be like, hey, I like can't walk anymore because my feet are falling apart. But let me just show you. Trigger warning. It's disgusting. Don't like open wounds, then don't watch this. This is the back of one of my heels. As you can see, the open wound. And this is the back of my other heel. So I'm going to get some Band-Aids. I just took my Band-Aids off. and I need some other ones because I'm gonna wear some more flats today. So powering through. Like I said, today and tomorrow are my meeting days, so I have been running around the city. I started at the City of London, I believe, is where I was, by the river, and then I headed over to kind of like near Chelsea, and now I am walking from Chelsea to Marylebone, I'm not exactly quite sure, honestly, how to say it or what it's called, but I am meeting another YouTuber. I'm so excited. I've been following her for quite some time. I'm meeting Becca Watson. She is so cute. And also, I think I've decided that I'm gonna spend next summer here. So I kind of wanted to see, like, how did I like being here by myself? Like, what's the vibe in the summer? And this has quickly become one of my favorite cities of all time. I love the work-life balance. I like that there's still like hustle, but people don't live to work here, and I just want to spend a summer here. It's also so beautiful. I just think it's like one of the prettiest cities, so I might try to spend next summer here. If any of you guys are American and have spent the summer in London, let me know. I also think as an American I'm able to stay here for 3 months without needing a separate visa, so yeah, my European adventure. Like, I genuinely love it. I've also been so spoiled with the weather. I feel like I need to come here in the winter to like humble London in my head a little bit, but I've been obsessed. And I have spent like over $1,000 at Reformation probably in the past like few months. It has quickly become my favorite store, which is dangerous because as I'm trying to mature my style, my bank account is not happy, but I found a Reformation and I'm trying some things on. I'm obsessed, but things are more expensive here. Like, it's the same price in pounds as it is in dollars, so which just means it's more expensive for me as an American. I think is really cute. I love it, but do I need it? Friday morning, and I'm about to meet up with my friend who used to live in Miami. That's actually how we met, but she's from London and she just moved back to London, so I'm finally seeing her. I actually saw her like a month or two ago in New York City because she goes back and forth a lot, so that was nice seeing her. But we're going to get some lunch. We're going to Dishoom, which I've been here 2 times ago. Not last summer, but the previous summer, and it is literally the most highly like recommended restaurant whenever I come to London and I ask people for recs. This is always what they say, and I remember it being pretty good, so I'm happy to be coming back. And I also haven't had Indian food in a really long time, but I'm just I'm just waiting on her, and then we're gonna grab some lunch, and then I have a very social day today. It's Friday. It's another beautiful day. I'm going to meet up with my friend Jade Beeson, who's also on YouTube, later today for coffee, and then I am meeting up with someone else that I met in New York for drinks. So it's a very social day, and I've been loving the city. I feel like I kind of like ran out of my London clothes. I didn't want to wear the outfit I had chosen for today, so I'm just wearing some workout clothes and like athleisure, which I don't know if it's that common here. I feel like people don't wear athleisure as much in Europe. I feel like London they do because it's like Gymshark is, you know, based here, and people I feel like are definitely more into fitness. But if you go to like Italy or Paris or other cities in Europe, I feel like you don't really see people lounging around in like leggings and biker shorts. I could be wrong, but I've been loving my time here. I'm honestly like so sad that I'm leaving so soon, and I want to come back even before the year ends. Like, I'd love to see Christmas markets and stuff. And if you are thinking of doing a solo trip to one of your favorite cities, this is your sign that you have to do it, because I have had the best time by myself. Last full day in London, and I am so sad. I have had the best week. Like, I haven't even done much. Like, I honestly haven't done any of the places that I like love in London. Like, I love Covent Garden, I love Soho, shopping over here. Like, there's so many areas that I've been to in the past that I really, really love, and I haven't even had a chance to go because I've been exploring all new areas. And just like, I feel like I've been living more like a local here this week, which is my favorite way to travel, and that is why I love going places by myself. Like, I know I haven't done anything internationally by myself besides right now, but I always do that in New York and LA, and I love it. So very, very happy that I did that this week. I feel like I wasn't lonely at all. Like, I got to see friends, I met new people. It was just so great. And I feel like every time I met someone that lived here, or I was with someone that lived here, whether they were my friend or I just met them for the first time, we would always talk about the differences between the United States and the UK, and just like some cultural differences. And I feel like overall people say that Americans are a lot friendlier, which is funny because, I mean, I guess Americans are friendly, but like, I just wouldn't think that that's like a standout difference. But people say that Americans are a lot friendlier, and like, I feel like maybe that's why people have been like coming up and talking to me, because I'm like, I think that people are so friendly here, but I've had the most like random encounters. Maybe it's because I give off American vibes. I don't know if I do or not. I feel like I don't look British necessarily, because there's not that many Hispanics here. I haven't really seen many Latin people from Latin America, I guess I should say, not Hispanics. I've been just loving my time here so much, and I think I'm gonna move here next summer. Not for good, but Americans can stay up to 6 months without a visa, which is so nice. So I think instead of spending 6 months, I might spend 3 or 4 months. I've done this before. Like, I was in a relationship in college and I just like moved to LA for the summer, and that relationship did not work out, but that's not the reason why. And then even in my last relationship, like, I moved to New York and he was in Boston, and then I moved down to Miami and he was in Boston. I think I'm incredibly independent, where I'm like, okay, that's fine, we're just gonna be apart for 3 months. But like, that's obviously not great for a lot of relationships, which is why I think I do really well with long distance. Like, a lot of my relationships have been long distance, and even though obviously, yeah, you wanna like be with them, I'm like totally fine doing distance. So I always say, like, if I met someone here and like they were amazing and I really liked them, like, I would 100% do long distance, just because, I don't know, I feel like if you're meant to be, you can make it work. I've just had the best time. I think I'm gonna try to come for the summer. I also have a friend here who is so generous, and she goes on holiday a lot, which, guys, I'm picking up the slang. It's not vacation, it's holiday. She was saying whenever she's gone, I can stay at her place. So that's amazing. I have a friend like that in New York as well, and that's literally like the best thing ever. So I think I will be back. I want to come back honestly in like the fall or winter, just to see like the Christmas markets and stuff, and to see what those are like, and just to honestly like experience a winter here. I feel like would be fun. And when I say experience, I mean for like a week. I would not want to live here during the winter. Like, I am way too spoiled in Miami. I was talking to my friend the other day about it, and I am someone who, like, I go with my gut feeling a lot. Like, I truly believe that your gut feeling is there for a reason, and it's like God speaking to you. And so for me, I remember in the past, I have always had a feeling and a gut feeling and just like an instinct that I was gonna move to New York, and that there was something for me in New York. Like, I just knew from such a young age. It was like in middle school. I wrote a letter to my 18-year-old self when I was in middle school, and I wrote like, I hope that you're going to college in New York. Like, I just like always wanted to go to New York City. That was always something that like was a dream of mine. So I'm so happy I ended up fulfilling that dream and moving there and experiencing it, even if it was for a short amount of time. And I remember after college, I randomly had this desire to like move to LA for the summer. Like, I just wanted to test it out. I wanted to see if I liked it. I felt, again, like, I need to experience this, and I need to go. And the same thing happened in Miami. Like, even though I am from South Florida, I had always said, there's Q&As on here that I have said I would never move to Miami. Like, I love Miami to vacation, but I would never move there. And all of a sudden, I was just like, why the heck do I feel this like pull to move to Miami? Every single one of those moves And every single one of those cities has shaped me so much. Like, I am so thankful for my short time in LA. I literally met one of my best friends there, Tasha, and that's where we became really close. And I feel like it really challenged me moving to across the country when I was 22. Literally, I moved the week that I graduated college. And yes, it was a short amount of time, but it was like so pivotal to me. Same with New York. Like, if I never did that, I would have regretted it for the rest of my life. I'm so proud of myself. We're at 23 years old. I believe I was 23 years old. I moved to New York City. I paid for everything by myself. It was so expensive. I found the apartment. I like found a roommate. I was able to be self-sufficient in New York City. I was like working for myself. Like, it was literally the most monumental year, I would say, of my life, like one of the most monumental. And I'm so proud of myself for like keeping that promise. And I just like knew I had that feeling for a reason, and like I went, and it was great. And then I also have feelings when chapters are closed. And for example, New York now is a closed chapter. I will not be going back there. I feel at peace with my time there. I'm so grateful for it, but the chapter is over, and it's kind of like I've said goodbye to a friend. And the same thing, honestly, goes for North Carolina, which is where I grew up. I truly don't think I will ever move back. I used to say like, oh, I would raise kids there, blah, blah, blah. And although like, obviously I would raise kids there, it is not my desire to raise kids there. I don't want to move back. I don't want to raise kids there. I just feel like my chapter there is closed. Obviously, I go back all the time to visit my family, and I love visiting North Carolina. I have nothing against North Carolina as a state. I loved growing up there, but like that chapter of my life is done. I have this new gut feeling of London, and I don't know why, because again, I don't have a connection to London, but I also didn't have a connection to New York or LA. I just like wanted to go. And I have this kind of like feeling with London where that's why I even like moved my flight a few days earlier. Like, I literally Friday night moved my flight from Tuesday to Saturday because I was like, I just need to be there, and I don't know what it is. Like, what is it that is calling me here? And I think I've just had like such a wonderful experience here, and I had so much fun. And like, I don't know, I feel like at peace when I'm here. And I know this is so random. Like, I have been to London the past 3 summers, so I have experienced a little bit of time here for, you know, in the past 3 years, but it's totally random. But even the fact that I'm like trying to become a European citizen, I'm like, where's this pull to Europe coming from? Like, I genuinely don't know. I am like so confused with even my own like desires. Like, it's like really, really strange, but I just like feel like something is here for me. And I don't know what that is, but I know that every single time I've listened to it in the past, it has been the best thing and the best decision. So I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna see if that feeling obviously persists. I'll pray about it. But I do think that when you have these like gut feelings, a lot of times it's God speaking to you and just being like, you just gotta trust me. Because I'm kind of like confused. Like, don't get me wrong. Would it be incredible to be like, yeah, I'm moving to London, or I live in London? Absolutely. Like, it's not like, oh, I have this gut feeling that I need to live in like Kansas. No offense to anyone that lives in Kansas, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it's not like, oh yeah, of course you want to like move there. Like, it's such a cool city. But like, it's like, I am very confused with why, and I'm just gonna go with it.